Welcome back to our strange past. Today we look into the life and execution of the holy man who became a monster. This is the unbelievable story of Father Hans Schmidt, the only Catholic priest to die in the electric chair in the United States. Before coming to America, Father Hans Schmidt was a volatile secret the German Catholic Church desperately wanted to export. Born and ordained in Bavaria, his early life in the priesthood was marked by unsettling eccentricity. He was rumored to be obsessed with blood, death, and performing strange, unsupervised experiments, causing deep concern among his superiors. When his erratic behavior became too scandalous to ignore, but not yet a public disaster, his diocese quietly executed a high-stakes transfer. In 1909, Schmidt was essentially exiled to America, arriving in New York, carrying not the promise of a fresh start, but the volatile, psychological baggage of a deep, unaddressed darkness that his church hoped the Atlantic Ocean would finally wash away. The ultimate betrayal. 1913, in New York City. Here, Father Hans Schmidt seemed to be everything a community church had looked for. He was young, charismatic, and the beloved assistant priest at St. Boniface's Church in Lower Manhattan. He preached purity and led prayers. He was, after all, a man of God. But behind the rectory doors, Schmidt was living a life of toxic hypocrisy. He was secretly involved with a domestic servant named Anna Almüller. Anna became pregnant, and once her condition became impossible to hide, Schmidt faced the ruin of his entire career. So, this man of God chose murder over exposure. The horror in the rectory. This wasn't a crime of passion. It was a demonic act of pure calculation. Using a knife and a saw, the priest who celebrated the Eucharist committed the unimaginable. He murdered Anna and then dismembered her body inside the very house of God where he lived. His plan was simple: get rid of the evidence. He wrapped the torso and limbs in blankets and stuffed them into a steamer trunk. Days later, the grisly packages started washing ashore in the Hudson River, leading investigators straight back to the man everyone trusted. The only priest to pay with his life. Father Hans Schmidt's trial was a global sensation. This was no ordinary killer. This was a priest accused of both murder and body desecration. Schmidt offered a bizarre defense, claiming he and Anna were bound by a secret spiritual marriage and that the devil had possessed him. The jury didn't buy it. They saw a cold-blooded killer desperate to protect his reputation. On February 18, 1916, at Sing Sing prison, Father Hans Schmidt walked to the electric chair. His execution cemented his dark legacy. To this day, he remains the only Catholic priest in American history to be executed by civil authorities. The man who spoke of heaven died for a crime from hell.